8. Taking the occasion of the campaign to heighten awareness of and implement the party's mass line to effectively strengthen our self-improvement efforts, the leading party members group of the CPPCC National Committee intensively carried out the campaign to heighten awareness of and implement the party's mass line on the basis of the unified arrangements of the CPC Central Committee. We identified and exposed conspicuous problems of formalism, bureaucracy, hedonism, and extravagance we had, and carried out corrective measures. Important suggestions for correcting these problems were discussed and approved by the Chairperson's Council before being implemented. In faithful compliance with the CPC Central Committee's 8-point decision on improving the conduct of the party and government, we well regulated our investigations, studies, and inspections, and prevented them from focusing on overlapping topics or taking place in too concentrated time periods or geographical locations. Conducted meetings and activities on the basis of proper procedures and reduced documents and reports, and strictly implement the prescribed standards on official hospitality, reduced regular expenditures, and considerably improved our style of work. We strengthened the institutional development. We established a chairperson's work conference system to study ways to ensure implementation of all of the nation's work priorities, with a focus on strengthening communication with National Committee members who are not CPC members, live outside Beijing, or are from Hong Kong or Macau. We established a sound system for communicating with and providing services to National Committee members at multiple levels. The levels of chairpersons, council members, special committees, and bodies of the National Committee, and institutionalize the practice of leaders of the National Committee having discussions and exchanging ideas with local members of the National Committee when they conduct investigations and studies in their localities. We look further steps to establish sound mechanisms for making the most of CPPCC's inclusiveness, special committees, and bodies, strengthened consultations on the CPPCC's work with the Democratic parties and public figures without party affiliation, carried out investigations, studies, and discussions in which National Committee members from the same sector of society participated and increased friendship with them in an active and orderly manner, integrated the resources of special committees in carrying out joint investigations and studies, as well as consultations and deliberations on major topics, improve the mechanism by which National Committee bodies provide services, improve the quality of their ranks of staff, and made progress in the National Committee's self-improvement efforts. We made steady progress in our routine work. We intensified oversight of the handling of key proposals. We carried out 28 oversight initiatives in various forms last year, which resulted in the handling of 5,396 proposals, 90.8% of the total. We improved the mechanisms for gathering information about social conditions and popular sentiment on the basis of its type, comprehensively analyzing it and submitting it to the central leadership, and promptly reported the results of our investigations and studies, inspections and consultations and discussions to the CPC Central Committee in the form of news bulletins. Last year, we compiled 192 such bulletins, forwarded 737 reports to central departments, and reported over 1,700 comments and suggestions from all sources. We improved speech giving at the plenary session of the National Committee with a focus on raising the quality of speeches, encouraged participating members to speak extemporaneously and enhance exchanges in interaction during consultations. We formulated a plan for coordinating the CPPCC's topic-based collection of cultural and historical data, gave impetus to collection and publication of historical data on key topics such as the large-scale development of the Western region, and used new media and new techniques to collect oral historical data. We improved the mechanism of the CPPCC's publicity work, intensively reported on the achievements of CPPCC committees and their members in performing their functions, and had important meetings of the National Committee broadcast live on the Internet. Fellow members, the achievements made by the National Committee of the CPPCC over the past year are due to the strong leadership of the CPC Central Committee with Comrade Xi Jinping as General Secretary, the vigorous support of party committees and governments at all levels and all sectors of society, and the concerted efforts of the participating organizations of CPPCC, its committees at all levels and all their members. On behalf of the Standing Committee, I would like to express our heartfelt thanks to all of them.